What's up? What's hand? What's poppin'? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're older and you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel that you love so much. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports, a merch collection. Get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, or the brand new flower dye crew neck, you know, that I've been rocking lately. This comes in white, black, and green, so go ahead and shop that G for the season. And lastly, guys, turn your notification bells on because you already know the videos are coming like boom, 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 and you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. But guys, let's jump right into this video. So today we're gonna be talking about some Eagles news. We got a lot of stuff to get into, and just the general consensus I've been seeing around Eagles Twitter and whatnot is a lot of disappointed fans in our offseason, how our offseason is going so far. And I can see for some fans because, you know, we came into this offseason with a lot of money to spend and 3 first-round picks. And those 3 first-round picks, of course, meant leverage for trades. And there's been a lot of big trades that's happened, but the Eagles' name ain't been on the signature. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why a lot of Eagles fans are kind of disappointed with this offseason. We saw a lot of wide receivers, a lot of quarterbacks we were interested in get traded, and it wasn't to Philadelphia. I know a lot of you guys, of course, were interested in Russell Wilson. Some of y'all had some crazy dreams about Aaron Rodgers. Nobody really saw the Matt Ryan trade coming, but those were teams that were shopping around, moving around quarterbacks. I know a lot of y'all wanted to trade for a quarterback, and that didn't happen for y'all. And then wide receiver, we were all on board for a wide receiver. We were all on board for Devante Adams. We assumed nobody was getting Devante Adams, but heck, somebody got him, and it was the Raiders. And it's kind of like, dang, could we have made that happen? But again, you know, they dropped the bag on him. Well, we were going to drop the bag on him. And then again, Tyreek Hill, a wide receiver we didn't even know was on the trade block, got traded. So, you know, we like Zach PASCAL. I mean, he cool, but I mean, he wasn't no cheetah. I mean, he ain't no Devante Adams. So it is a little bit like, dang, we had these high hopes for this offseason. That's not done yet, though. The offseason isn't done yet. There's still some names out there. Trade-wise, DK Metcalf. I know a lot of you guys are interested in trading for DK Metcalf. Not sure if he's actually going to be traded, but who knows? I didn't think Devante Adams, and I never thought Tyreek Hill was going to be traded, but it still happened. But a name that we are linked to, guys, right now that we need to talk about is Devante Parker. So a lot of people are interested in Devante Parker from the Miami Dolphins, and the Eagles are one of the teams that have been reported in wanting to trade for him. Now, honestly, y'all, I forgot Devante Parker even existed. I'm not going to lie. And this is another kind of like, name we going after. Like, why we calling Miami when we got Seattle's number? You kind of know what I'm saying. You dig? Like, DK, if we're going to trade for a receiver, let's trade for DK Metcalf. But Devante Parker is a vet now. He's 29, almost 30 years old. He has battled injuries a lot of times in his career. But he does serve that big body wide out role that I do want. So he does check that box. If we do end up trading for Devante, he does check that box. So we will have 2 Devantas obviously on the roster. It's going to be, of course, Devonta Smith is Devonta, and we'll call probably him Parker or something, you know what I'm saying? But Devonta, he is owed $5 million this season and $5 million, around $5 million next season as well. He has 2 years left on his deal. He signed his big deal in 2019. In 2019, that season, he had his best career numbers. He had 9 touchdowns, 1,202 yards. I wrote down another stat, but y'all, I can never read my handwriting, so I'm sorry. But over the past 2 seasons, he's only had 1,308 yards combined on 103 receptions, so about 50 receptions per season, and about 650 yards on average in the last 2 seasons. And he's been averaging 12 yards per catch. But like I said, of course, he's like, his better days are behind him pretty much, and he's 29 years old. He's getting older, but like I said, we still do need a veteran in the room. I know it's not the big hot name that we want, but we still do need a veteran in the wide receiver room, and he could be that guy. I mean, PASCAL is now the veteran in the room, but we could always use a 30-year-old in the wide receiver room. But like I said, he's going to serve that big body X wide out role because Zach is a slot guy, and we can expect Zach PASCAL to come in and man the slot and take over the slot. But still, we do need to diversify our wide receiver room, like I keep saying. Now, ultimately, I would love a DK Metcalf or Treylon Burks out of the draft. But I wouldn't be pissed at this move. Would I be like happy about trading for Devante? No, I wouldn't be happy, but I won't be like pissed. Like I'm pissed about us re-signing Derek Barnett. You know what I'm saying? It's just these little annoying, like we had such high hopes for the offseason, and then I'm just getting news that the Dolphins are trading for Tyreek Hill, boom, boom, boom. The Broncos are getting Russell Wilson, and we re-signed Derek Barnett. You know what I'm saying? Like that's deflating. And don't play with me like that when it gets to the draft, y'all. If my spirits are deflated during the draft, like it's been a little bit this offseason, I'm gonna be really ready pissed. Because I just don't even understand. Like, I get Derek Barnett is a depth piece, but why would we sign Derek Barnett before the draft when we could be getting our depth piece in the draft and not have to put up with all of them dang on penalties? I just really don't get it. Like, who we trying to, who nobody was going to sign Derek Barnett before the draft? Like, but anyway, that's Devante Parker for you guys. Like I said, I won't be mad at the move, but it's not like a big move. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, the only thing that I have to get traded for him is like a 3rd round pick or something. I'm not trying to trade a 2nd round pick. Obviously, not a 1st round pick for Devante. But y'all, there's still other wide receivers on the board. Like I said, we talked. Of course, we keep talking about DK Metcalf. We don't know 1,000% if the Seattle Seahawks has shopped him. But we do know Jarvis Landry is still sitting on the board. That's somebody we could still possibly be interested in. Again, another veteran in the room. We did sign Zach, and like I said, Zach is locking down the slot, so it kind of would be a little bit redundant if we get Jarvis Landry, because we know he does his best work in the slot, and you know we got Zach PASCAL pretty much to do that, so it would be really redundant if we get Jarvis Landry. That's why I don't think Jarvis Landry is probably on our radar right now. Not if we got Zach. But Julio Jones is still out there at the time of this video, because you guys know once I record a video, all these dudes just boom, 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 go off the board 30 seconds after I upload a video. But I promise you guys, at this time, in this day, in this night that I'm recording, all these players are still on the board. Julio Jones is still available. We know he was released by the Tennessee Titans, and he's someone that I know a lot of you guys are interested in. Julio Jones, of course, super vet. But he's super vet. We know great leadership in the locker room. He'll be able to help Devante, all the slew of young receivers, and Jalen Hurts as a quarterback. My only thing is Julio Jones stays hurt, y'all. Julio stays hurt. He's at that point in his career, he just so darn on big. His muscles done caught up to him. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know. I mean, of course, if we're signing Julio Jones, he's been sitting on the market for this long, which is really surprising. He's got to be dirt cheap at this point. So, of course, I would want to sign him for dirt cheap. But if he's asking for any real money, heck to the nizzo, you know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? It's the reason why the Titans let him go. And they made such a big deal when he went to the Titans, too. And I knew what the result was going to be. It's like Alshon Jeffrey. You know how Alshon started, you know, never being available. The best ability is availability, you know the saying. But lastly, guys, if somebody else who's still on the Bizzord as of right now is Tyron Matthew. I don't know what he got going on, y'all. I don't know what he got going on. How is he still on the board? I really am surprised. I would have thought he would have signed by now. The writing was on the wall pretty much at the end of the season that he was not returning to the Kansas City Chiefs. So teams have had a long time to make those phone calls. It's not like Julio Jones, who got cut like randomly, you know what I mean? And then, you know, the team starting from then. I would have thought teams would have been starting to brainstorm how to sign Tyron Matthew at the end of last season, months ago. So I'm surprised he's still sitting on the board. Maybe he's cooking up something, a huge deal, but all like the really good teams have already spent up their money. So I'm guessing he's going to be signing for cheaper, because he's either going to try and cheat with a good team, a really good team, or is he going to get a bag dropped on him by a sucky team like the Jets? You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting to see. Maybe he wants that big bag and is willing to, you know, go to a sucky team. Or maybe, who knows, he got a really good agent. He's going to finesse his way on to the Raiders or something. Who knows? But like I said, of course, we definitely need safety help. The Honey Badger would be a huge come up for us. Everybody I see on Twitter, we're all tweeting like we need Matthew here in Philly. So we're all on the same page, I feel like, when it comes to the Honey Badger, and definitely when it comes to DK Metcalf, we're all on the same page there. You guys know we rarely be on the same page about anything. But like I said, I'm really interested to see, like, out of all these guys, I'm really interested to see Jarvis Landry and what happens with the Honey Badger, because those are two guys who are sitting on the market way longer than I expected them to sit on the market. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting to see where they go. But y'all, I really would, I mean, of course, who wouldn't want Tyron Matthew? Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You know what I mean? So I'm definitely hoping we can make a move for one of those big names. If not, like I said, Julio Jones is still someone that can come in and at least provide some leadership. You know what I'm saying? And we're also looking at Devante Parker as well. But y'all, let me know what you think. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. Keep y'all spirits up. I know some of y'all, my spirits aren't down about free agency. I'm a little bit like, oh, you know, it's just kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? Little like, oh, you know what I mean? But I'm not deflated. Like, it seems like a lot of Eagles are deflated on Twitter. Re-signing Anthony Harris, pissed. I'm pissed. Just two players I thought we was gonna let walk. I'm about to call him Devante. Derek Barnett, I thought he was gonna be walking. Anthony Harris, I thought he was gonna be walking. Those are two players I thought were gonna be walking, and we're bringing them back before a draft where we have 3 first-round picks and hella defensive talent. I mean, I could see if we signed them after the draft, like after we didn't end up drafting their replacements, but it's like, dang, it's a month until the draft. Why are we locking up Anthony Harris and why are we locking up Derek Barnett? Like, anyways, let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking me. Check out the links down below. Buy me the coffee shop, the official Symone with the Sports merch collection. Turn notification bells on, and until I talk to you guys next time, bye.